welcome to another weekly vlog. It is Friday morning. I'm so excited to start this vlog this week. I have a crazy week coming up. It is the end of the semester. Not only do I have to just sort of tidy up all my teaching, submit grades, things like that, but it's the week before graduation. So although my parents, family, friends, and stuff, that's not all going to be on this vlog. It's all the prep for that. I have a lot of research to get done this week during that time, but also I am going to try to make it a goal to sort of cater to my hobbies because I haven't been doing that. I've been doing a really horrible job at doing that, to be honest. I have not spent hardly any time on my hobbies, and that needs to change because I'm losing my marbles up here a bit. And I think that it'll be good to shift gears a bit, spend time sewing, do some quality reading, and really just soak in this time, even though it is very stressful. I thought I would join you from my bed today. I just woke up like half an hour ago, fed my cats. I've just been chilling, reading a little bit out of my book, and because I am now filming on a new camera, that camera has a magnetic attachment to it, and I can connect it to my bed frame, which is actually really cool because I get really pretty morning light from here. And so, yeah, that's a new perk of a new camera, and I'm excited to see all the different places and things that I can use this camera for. So, yeah, we're coming to you from a different spot in the house today, which is exciting. If my ceiling makes it look like we are in like some topsy-turvy world, it's because it's slanted. Sorry. I think it looks weird when I'm looking at the frame on the camera, so hope it doesn't look too strange. But yeah, coming to you from my bedroom this morning. I got this new set of PJs recently from American Eagle. I ordered just a few things from there. I've been wanting to get new PJ sets. To be honest, I've had the same PJs, most of them just being very old t-shirts since I was in like high school, which was now 10 years ago. So it's time to grow up my wardrobe a bit, and so coming to you with this new PJ set that I'm obsessed with, and so I kind of wanted to show this off on here. And then I also just wanted to talk about my book a bit because I'm really enjoying this. I am coming off of a 5-star read. Last week I finished Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter, and I loved that book. So it's always after a book like that, it's always really hard to pick out the next book that you want to read because it's probably not going to be as good as the last one you read. And because of that, I picked something that I thought would be snappy, not put me into a reading slump, because I find myself going into a reading slump after 5-star reads pretty often because it's like the next book you read just isn't living up to that hype. And so then I read it pretty slow. But this, it's a quick read. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm on page 75-ish, and yeah, having a good time. This book is sort of, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like, ow. I don't even really know how to describe this book. It's kind of like thriller pacing, but not a thriller. It's about Kate Kay, and that is her like author pseudonym, but she has been called different things in her past. 3 different things. Kate Kay is like the 3rd name she's given herself, and so you hear from her original name version of herself, you hear from her 2nd name version of herself, and then you hear from Kate Kay, and sort of go through the reasons why she has these aliases. And yeah, it does read a lot like a thriller in like the dual POVs, like timelines and stuff. It's kind of dual POVs. It's just her different selves. I don't know. It's very hard to explain, but I am enjoying it a lot so far and do think that I'm going to end up zooming through this at some point because it's pretty short. Let me figure out how many pages it is. It is like 291 pages. So yeah, pretty snappy, and I am excited to hopefully get through that in this vlog. The other sort of exciting thing that hopefully will come during this vlog is currently it is May 1st, and that means it is Aardvark book box ordering day. I skipped last month, so I haven't gotten an Aardvark box for like a couple months now, and I was so excited for the picks this month. I woke up, went on my Aardvark book box app, and the picks had my jaw dropped. I was so excited, and I ordered a full box. I'm not going to spoil what they are. I'll open it with you on here at some point. But yeah, very exciting. Yeah, I'm just excited for what we've got this upcoming week, and I'm excited to take you with me. So I will catch up with you later. Hello vlog, and happy weekend. It is Saturday and I have wasted the morning. So my plans for today, for the first time in a very long time, have not included school, working on my research, things like that, because that has been the focus of my life for like a month straight now, because I'm trying to be able to finish and graduate soon, and I also have a conference coming up that I have to present at, and I am fully unprepared. But today I was going to take a day to myself, and, you know, just do things around the house, and then I was also going to sew some stuff, because Mother's Day is next weekend. I want to sew my mom's gift for her, things like that. I have plans. However, I spent the morning just spiraling on the fact that I wasn't working, which it is a Saturday. I can afford to take a day off, but my brain is so overwhelmed with the work that I have to do that it's literally all I can think about. So I've been having a bit of a rough morning in the sense that I just like can't talk myself into doing anything, because part of me is like, girl, take the day off. And the other part is like, well, come on, just keep working, keep working, keep working. And yeah, those two parts of my brain are fighting each other real hard today, but I do desperately need to make my mom's Mother's Day gift, because she comes to visit for my commencement ceremony and stuff, and for Mother's Day in like 5 days. So I have to have it done by then, and I think that if I just get started doing something, that the rest of my day will sort of fall into place. So that's why we're in my sewing room, because I came in here to grab the fabric and also to grab like my cutting mat and my like rotary cutter thing and just all the things that I need to be able to go cut the pieces out to make her gift. So I'm gonna go set up my table in the living room and get started on that. But the other reason that I wanted to come on here is because I finished a book this morning while I was, you know, in my doom and gloom state in my brain. I just threw on my audiobook in my headphones and I finished the Anthropocene Reviewed, and I ended up giving it 5 stars. So that is now 3 5-star books in a row, with Demon Copperhead, Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter, and now the Anthropocene Reviewed, which is absolutely wild. But I just enjoyed that book, listening to it, hearing John Green like voice his own book was really special. No one else really could have done it, because it's just a very personal book, and I see myself in a lot of the traits that he has, just with some of his like mental health things, also some of his viewpoints on the world. Like, I think it was a really, really special book, and I'm gonna think about it a lot, and I debated on what to rate it, especially because if you've read the book, the entire sort of premise of the book is humans rating things. He rates different aspects of human life at the end of each chapter. And so it feels silly to rate his book out of 5 stars, but that's why I just ended up giving it 5 stars because nothing else just felt quite right. So I was really happy about it, and I don't really know what I'm going to listen to as far as books go next, but I have a feeling that today my time sewing is going to be spent listening to the Noah Kahan album because I just can't get enough of it. So I'm fine taking a break, audiobooking, and listening to some great music. And yeah, I think it's just going to be a fun day once I get it started. So let's go sew. Hi vlog. It is like 3:30 on Sunday. I know I had more hopes for myself yesterday. Basically yesterday what happened is I cut out the fabric for the oven skirt that I was making for my mom. And then I got very, very just overwhelmed. Basically anytime I'm not working, my body feels like I should be working. It's a really, really stressful thing trying to finish this degree, and I'm feeling that very viscerally in recent days. And so I've been having a hard time, and yesterday was one of those hard times. It's like if I try to do anything besides work, my body kind of shuts down, and then even if I don't start doing the work right away, I can't really talk myself into doing anything else. And that's kind of what happened yesterday. But this morning I woke up with like a different mindset. I like sat down and I made a checklist of all the things that I want to get done in the next like few days. And then I just allowed myself to do some of the things on that list. The first being finishing that oven skirt. So I did finish that this morning. And you should have seen clips of that. So even though I didn't finish it yesterday, it did get done, and I think it turned out pretty much perfect. I think my mom is going to love it for Mother's Day, and I'm really excited. She's wanted one of those oven skirts ever since I made one for myself. She just has wanted one that will match her house, and so I think that what I ended up making for her is going to be perfect, and she'll appreciate it a lot for Mother's Day. So I'm excited to see her reaction to that in like a week, which is so fun that I get to see her so soon. But yeah, so I did that. And then while I was doing that, I did start a new audiobook, sort of, also physical, because I'm going to sort of go back and forth with how I'm reading it, because I'm realizing that all the audiobooks I listen to are books that are not on my physical TBR, and that's partially because I feel like if it's on my physical TBR that I should only be reading it physically, but that's kind of silly because there's books that have been on that shelf, on my bookshelf for years, and I need to just read them. And so I went and I found a book that I've had for a while that I've really wanted to read, but haven't just gotten the motivation to go and do it. And I started reading the Atlas 6 today. So it's kind of funny because I recently read a different Olive Blake book, Girl Dinner, and it wasn't my favorite, but I've had this on my shelf for probably like a couple of years at this point. And the premises always sounded really, really interesting to me. And I, have owned it for a while, have wanted to read it, but just haven't gotten into it. And I thought that maybe if I started listening to it over audio, that might spark my interest in it and help me sort of move further and faster in reading it. And we got like a third of the way through it this morning, and I was listening to it while I was sewing, and then I would take breaks and like read along. So I'm having fun, like immersive reading, I think that's what people call it, this book, and I'm having a really good time with that. So I think that's going to be something that I do to try to finish reading some of the books on my TBR that have been sitting there for years. I think that that's going to be a way that I can get through them quicker and move on to books and make room for books that I am more excited to physically read, if that makes sense. So gonna keep reading this. I'm liking it a lot so far. So basically the idea of this book is that 6 of the most powerful sort of magicians in this world are being brought together for some sort of test and competition. They all have sort of different strengths and weaknesses with their magic, and right now they're sort of all trying to figure each other out and figure out what the contest really even is all about. And so I think that this is going to be very I think this is just going to be a really fun read, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I am also still physically reading The 3 Lives of Kate K and enjoying that a lot too. I got like an extra 50 pages in, so I'm about halfway through right now. And yeah, also liking this a lot. This has been really nice to read at nights, and it has very short chapters, so I've been able to like find myself just reading a chapter here and there, which has been really fun. So I'm liking my books a lot right now and having a good time reading, and being able to sew today also just helped my mental state, because I haven't really done much like crafting and just spending time for myself outside of my own work. And so yeah, today's been really healing in that sense. So it was nice. So one of the other reasons why I wanted to sit down is because I recently got a package with a little fun thing that I ordered. Basically, I have had either a Polaroid camera or an Instax mini printer for years now, and I just have never had a great way to display these. And I recently bought these little frame inserts that have a magnetic backing, and so I'm going to just chill and probably listen to my book and put these in these and then decorate my fridge with them. And I think it's going to be really cute. So I am going to sit down and do this, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Hi vlog, it is Monday and I am just about to head out to start work. I am gonna just go work at a coffee shop this morning. I have to proctor a final exam at like 12:30-ish, so I'm gonna go work for a few hours before then at one of my favorite coffee shops, and just get some work done. Thought I'd pop on here to say hey before then. But yeah, the coffee shop I'm going to is called Doomsday in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I love it. It's their food is fantastic, which is one of my key components to my favorite coffee shops, because I am usually hungry when I go get coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna head there, work for a bit, and then I have to proctor that exam, and then I have some meetings. So it's a full Monday feeling Monday, but I am just happy with how yesterday went. I think it's the first day in a really long time where I haven't had some sort of panic attack or like anxiety spiral. So I'm feeling good today, and I just hope that we keep that up, because I need to stay well, and that's a big component of it. So yeah, I think that I'm in a good frame of mind to go do work. And so we're going to go do that. So I will go take you to my favorite coffee shop. I'll show you some clips from inside there. And then I'm going to get to work. So I will see you later. Hi vlog. We are in my classroom for the last time. I'm feeling a little weird and sentimental over it. A couple of weeks ago I had thought that there would be a possibility that I'd be teaching over the summer, but I found out a couple days ago that that's not happening. They just have like way too many TAs that want to teach over the summer and not enough teaching spots, and I found out I didn't get one. So this is officially my last day in this classroom, which is very, very weird. I've been teaching in here for now 5 years, and yeah, it's gonna be weird not to be doing that anymore. I grew a lot as a person in this room and teaching in here, and so it's just so strange that this chapter is over. But I do have to proctor an exam in here today, and it'll be good to have one last time and to like know it's my last time in here, because then I can really soak it all in and think about all the things that I've learned and who I've become because of being able to teach and get these opportunities. So yeah, weird times, but also exciting. So just thought I'd share that little snippet of, I don't know, my brain space with you. So yeah, I'm gonna go proctor, and I will check in with you later this week. Hello vlog, good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and I came on here because I really just wanted to show you my PJs. I put it in order, is through American Eagle a couple of weeks, maybe just like a week ago. I think at the beginning of this vlog, you saw the first pair of PJs, and then those got delivered ahead of the rest of the order. And this is the second pair of PJs. So these are yellow and have just like little designs all over them, like little strawberries, blueberries, cherries, coffee, croissant, cake. They're so cute. And I'm just obsessed with my new PJs and sort of the journey that I'm going on to get a better like night routine and a more like, I don't know, adult wardrobe. It's been fun. So yeah, I just woke up and fed my cats, and everything in my brain is telling me to start working right away, but I think I'm going to take a minute and just read my book for like half an hour. I would love to be able to finish this today. I have like 100 pages left, which sounds kind of wild, but I feel like with books like this that are so fast-paced, that I finish the ends of them very quickly because they're hard to put down when you get a certain point. Like when you get to a certain point, they're hard to put down. So I think that's my plan. So basically I just went into my kitchen, made myself a chai latte, and am going back into bed, but not for sleep purposes, just to be able to relax and have a nice calm start to my day before jumping into work. I think that is like the level of work-life balance that I need to have in the next couple of months of my degree, because I do a lot of my work from home, and that's also, my home is also my comfort spot. And so I've just been feeling very like there is no work-life balance at all. And I think doing small things like this will really fix that. So cheers. And let's get to read it. Hi, it is Thursday, and I am so excited to be closing out this vlog, and I'm closing it out with a couple of book updates. Today is the day my family's coming into town, so my parents are on their drive here. It's a 10-hour drive, bless them. I'm just so excited. Should I be making the house more presentable? yeah. But I have about 30 pages left of my book, The 3 Lives of Kate K, and I really want to finish that, so I'm going to do that now. I did finish a book yesterday. I think I talked about it on here, but I started reading the Atlas 6 while I was kind of having a really bad mental spell because it was easier for me to listen and read at the same time. So I have owned the Atlas 6 for a few years now, and then I looked at Libby and saw that the audiobook was available now, so I downloaded that audiobook and basically finished that book in 3 sittings. That way, I think that is a really good way for my brain to be able to like process the information and stay focused when I am in a really high stress time. So I finished that yesterday and I rated it 4 stars. I really did enjoy it. So yeah, I really enjoyed the way that it was told and the different characters and magic that was involved. So I liked it a lot. I plan on reading the next one. However, my library doesn't have that one, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that maybe I could get it for like my Kindle, but they don't have the audio or the ebook at all. So I'm going to have to look into that and decide what I want to do. But for now, I'm just glad that I was able to read that. I had a really good time with it. I'll finish this up quick and then I will give you one last little update before I let you go. Okay, I just finished this. Thoughts. Love. It reminds me a lot of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo in like the sort of behind the scenes look you get into a famous person's life, like the secrets that they've had, what got them to that point. Very similar in that aspect, and I loved that book as well. This felt very similar to that in a way that I liked. I also really enjoyed the multiple perspectives, just like the random chapters you get with other people's POVs. I think that was very nice. I think it's weird that they kind of market it like as like twisty, thriller paced, blah blah blah, when really it's just a really well fleshed out story about a woman and her secrets and why her life took her where it did. And I get like that the pacing is fast just because the chapters are kind of short and you do get things revealed, but I think it's an odd comparison to make. I like it for what it was better than what it was marketed as, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I'm really excited that I finished this, and that's all I have for you on this vlog. So I will check in with you sometime soon. The next vlog probably won't start until after my parents are gone. I'm just really gonna soak in my graduation commencement weekend and enjoy my time with my parents, family, friends. So I will see you sometime soon. Maybe not on my normal schedule, but soon nonetheless. So thank you for watching this week's vlog and stay cozy.